Before light, there was silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of potential. A silence thick with meaning, like the breath held before creation. In that silence, 7 veils drifted above the abyss. Each veil was a boundary. Each boundary, a protection against the truths too sharp to bear. Each veil concealed a name. Each name, a demon. But not demons as the church would have you believe. These are older than time, deeper than hell. They do not punish, they protect. They guard what was never meant to be known. Gnosis is not wisdom. It is rupture. It is the kind of knowing that wounds, because it reveals. It reveals that the world is not what it seems. That the Creator may be blind. That good and evil are masks worn by the same face. As Hans Jonas wrote, in the Gnostic religion, salvation does not come from the world, but against it. Gnosis is not worship. It is escape. It is the recognition that the cosmos is a prison, and its guardians are not angels, but jailers. And if the world is a prison, then knowledge is the key. But keys are forged in fire. Abraxas is the first to speak. Not good, not evil. Abraxas is the paradox incarnate. He is the screen between opposites. His name contains 365 mysteries, one for each day of the year. Each day, a mask. Each mask, a truth. Carl Jung in the 7 Sermons to the Dead wrote, Abraxas is more powerful than God and the devil, for he unites in himself both life and death. To venerate Abraxas is to accept that the divine is not pure, that the sacred may be monstrous, that truth may be ambiguous. Nietzsche saw him as the totality that destroys morality. Jung saw him as the archetype of integration, the fusion of chaos and order, shadow and light. But what does it mean to worship a paradox? It means surrendering the illusion of certainty. It means embracing the divine as contradiction. Abraxas does not offer answers. He offers mirrors. And in those mirrors we see ourselves, fragmented, shifting, infinite. Ialdabaoth follows, the blind architect, creator of the material world, but not by wisdom, by error, born of Sophia, the fallen wisdom. Ialdabaoth shaped clay, gave form to flesh, but knows nothing of the One. He believes himself to be God, and thus he is a tyrant. His kingdom is built on ignorance, and every temple that praises him only deepens his prison. Elaine Pagels, in the Gnostic Gospels, observed, to the Gnostics, the God of the Old Testament was not the true God, but a usurper. Ialdabaoth is that usurper, the deity who creates without knowing, who rules without light, who imprisons under the guise of salvation. If the world was made by mistake, what then is sin? And if the Creator is blind, who is the true God? These are not rhetorical questions. They are wounds, and each wound bleeds revelation. Around him spin the Archons, 7, 12, countless. Each one guards a seal, each planet a prison. They keep the soul bound to the world. They are the sentinels of forgetting. Gil Quispel, scholar of the Nag Hammadi texts, describes them as cosmic forces that maintain the soul in spiritual amnesia. Their song is time, their silence, space. To see them is not to awaken. To name them is to be marked. In Gnostic cosmology, the universe is a machine. Each gear, a being. Each being, a barrier. To ascend is to break. But does breaking mean freedom, or merely a different kind of cage? The Archons do not speak. They vibrate, and each vibration is a command to forget. Sophia emerges from the depths, the wisdom that fell. She sought to create without the One, and in her fall, chaos was born. But within chaos, there is light, and the demons follow her, for she is the mother of Gnosis. Her pain is the map, her absence the path. To seek her is to fall, to find her is to forget. Iwan Kulayano, in the Tree of Gnosis, wrote, Sophia is the tragic figure of creation, she who tries to generate without permission, and thus gives birth to error. Yet she is also the spark, the doubt, the beginning of awakening. Sophia is not redemption. She is the question that makes redemption necessary. She is the wound that teaches, the fall that reveals, and in her lament we hear the echo of our own exile. Demonology is not rebellion, it is recognition. Peter Gray, in The Red Goddess, wrote, the demon is the guardian of the threshold, not the enemy of light, but its filter. To venerate the demon is to accept that the divine is not clean, that the abyss teaches, that error reveals, that chaos illuminates. Demonolatry is the theology of the shadow. It is the understanding that the divine is not singular, but layered, not pure, but whole. The demon is not the adversary. He is the mirror, and in that mirror we see the divine, distorted, yes, but real. Philosophy enters the ritual. Plato's cave becomes a proto-Gnostic myth. The shadows on the wall are the illusions of the Archons. The ascent towards the light is the Gnosis. But what if the light itself is another veil? Gilbert Simondon speaks of individuation, not as completion but as process. The self is not a fixed entity, but a becoming, and in that becoming, we encounter the divine, not as a father but as a fracture. Deleuze offers the cosmos, a universe not of order, but of layered intensities. Gnosis is not clarity, it is complexity. It is the refusal to simplify the divine. The texts whisper, the Gospel of Thomas, the Pistis Sophia, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, the hypostasis of the Archons. Each fragment is a veil torn, each word a key. These are not scriptures. They are maps, maps of exile, maps of return, suppressed, buried, forgotten, yet they persist. And in their persistence, they speak. They speak of a divine that is not distant but broken, not omnipotent but wounded. And in that wound, we find ourselves. Gnosis is not attained. It is remembered. The demons are not enemies. They are mirrors. Each name revealed is a veil torn. Each veil torn is a ritual fulfilled. The world does not need salvation. It needs memory, and the demons are the guardians of remembrance. Let the ritual continue. Let the veil be torn. Let the name be spoken, and let the world at last remember. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. If you have any topic you wish to be discussed in the Dancing Goat channel, please let me know, and write it down in the comments.